Hello everyone, welcome to A Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. Well, I did a bunch of chopping before I did any video, and this palm tree was laying on top of this limoncito tree with its fronds here, and it also had one that was hanging on top of one of those trees over there. I don't care anything about these palm trees, these coconut trees. We're going to be getting rid of all of them anyway, but for a while I've been having to, this is the path I take to come down and feed the fish, and this one here needs to be cut as well. This mango tree, while you know I enjoy mangoes and I have got nothing against this mango tree, it was also pushing out this limoncito. It should be growing straight, but wasn't, because there was limbs here from this mango tree. I probably, well, we'll see if it'll straighten up some, because it was also trying to get away from this limoncito and it was leaning back this other way. We'll give it a year to see if it straightens up, and if it doesn't, I mean, I took the limbs off the exact wrong side to try to get it to straighten up. If it doesn't straighten up in like a year, then I'm going to have to take this limb off, and this limb off, and that limb off, these three here, and maybe it'll straighten up. This is my my Foreigner bolo, everyone calls it. It's a Harbor Freight special, and it does a great job. These fronds from these coconuts are just a pain, and I'm over them. I don't care if all these coconut trees die. This is another dwarf here. I'm going to continue on with the coffee trees today, and I'll finish that up no problem. I should finish it up no problem. And then I'm going to come back through and work on these trees here with basins and fertilize them as well. Wow. There's three, Marcel says they're limoncito trees. There's three of them in here that have these crazy spines on them. I mean, man, you wouldn't want to be beat with one of these, I'll tell you that. This one, that one, and there was one more, yeah, this one over here. These are the ones we got from the government. I can't remember the word I'm trying to say. The government nursery, and I think these are definitely not grafted. I would say they're from seed, and they're just the old school kind, whereas this one here is a grafted and doesn't have all those spines on it. Come to find out, Marcel tells me that this is an orange tree as well. And there was another one in here. She said there was two in here. Yeah, that one right there at the corner of the garden. So we do have three orange trees, and they're both doing well. They both have new growth. Don't see any oranges yet, but I would. This is their third year, I'm thinking. So I'm thinking pretty soon we're going to have some oranges. So I'm going to do some wandering around with my bolo also today, and I'm going to clear up around these banana trees. I don't know what kind of tree that is right there. I don't think it's a fruit tree. I'm going to ask Marcel. And if it's not a fruit tree, it's coming down. Because look, if it doesn't bear fruit, if it's not something we can eat or we can sell, there's no reason to have it on this farm. If I want to look at a picture of a beautiful tree, I'll open a book. But everything else on this farm is purpose driven. It just smells good right here. You can smell these Lemoncito trees. It just has a citrus fragrance when you're walking in amongst them. These Lemoncito we planted, I forget how many we've got. We've got well over 100 of the Lemoncito, and they've done well and they're doing well. And don't know how many Lemoncito we've gotten off of them, a bunch. But I'm going to try to get them to even do mo better with the basins. There's a bunch of Lemoncito laying on the ground there. I don't know why those weren't picked. But anyway, I'm going to fertilize them and put the basins in and try to get them to produce even more. They have been prolific producers so far, but we're going to endeavor to redline them and continue on. So all these trees in here, I'm going to put basins and fertilize. I don't know how much fertilizer I'm going to have left after I get done with the coffee trees. Not a ton, but I might have enough to do these here. Because remember, we've already fertilized all the banana trees that are in the mini banana plantation. So we've almost put out a whole sack of fertilizer. It's looking like we're probably going to need another sack next month. So we'll keep up on it. I was noticing here, which I hadn't noticed before because it was so crowded in here with foliage, that there's another Lemoncito tree right here. And so I went ahead and removed this branch that's pulling the tree the wrong way anyway. And I took out a couple small branches here to give this Lemoncito somewhere to grow. Because you can see it was all bent and trying to go out. Look, I'm not going to take this mango tree down, but it can grow up instead of out because it's well established. And these Lemoncito trees need room. I'm going to be going back through that way at some point and doing some more trimming. You know, I thought I was going to end this video up, but since I was going to do this stuff today anyway, I thought I'd just put it all in the same video. Look, I'm real tired of the leaves in these tanks from this tree, and I'm going to just take it down. I'm going to try, I don't know if I'm going to be very successful. I'm going to try to fall it back that way. I really don't want to bring it down on top of these tanks, but it is leaning right over on these tanks. So I don't know how much success I'm going to have. I'm going to use my handy machete here, and hopefully this tree's not full of wasps either. So I'm going to take this one down, and then I'm going to go down and either myself, if that ladder will hold me, and if it won't, then I'm going to have Tatai remove that limb off that mango tree that's over the raised bed. Well, I was able to keep it off the tanks for the most part, but these banana trees aren't loving life too much. So I'm going to go up and do a little trimming, trim the limbs off, throw them down below, and get this trunk off these trees. Would have been better served if I had had my axe. I had shipped a double-sided falling axe. Actually, I'd shipped over here, but it disappeared years ago. That was one of the That was one of the first tools that developed legs. So I'm going to get up there and get to trimming on that. Alright, well, a few of these smaller banana trees here are not liking life. But bananas are pretty tough. I think it'll recover. So I'm going to go around and pull this stuff down out of the way and get it off the bank here. And then we'll go play with the mango tree. And then I've got to come back and clean all these leaves out. Alright, well, Tatai is adamant that that ladder will not hold me. So I'm not going to cut this limb down. He says, Tatai says he can get to it after lunch. I just want this limb here gone because it's too much shade on the raised bed. Entirely too much. And it's pulling the tree the wrong way anyway, so we'll get it taken down. Thank you, everyone. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.